guys, good morning, happy Friday, Food Tip Friday. I'm not going to talk about a specific food. What I do want to bring up, and as a reminder, because we've talked about it before, but I want to remind you guys how important it is to eat organic food. I don't know if you saw in the news recently, but Monsanto, I hate Monsanto. I actually picketed them way back when, probably 8 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. They are the creator of Agent Orange. If you guys know what Agent Orange is, it is a chemical that we used for chemical warfare. A lot of our military men came back really super sick. A lot of them, it agitated or it affected their sperm, and consequently studies have shown that babies were born deformed. Actually, my upline coach, Melissa McAllister, her father was sprayed with Agent Orange while he was in the military, and she was born with clubbed feet. She has no toes. She has a few toes, and I don't want to get into graphics, but anyway, Monsanto, creator of Agent Orange, you guys. It's a chemical warfare. They're also the creator of Roundup. I know you guys have heard of Roundup, and I will tell you, I saw my neighbor down the street putting this crap all over his lawn for the sake of killing bugs. Okay, I won't allow my dog to go near his lawn, because guess what happens? That chemical gets on my dog's paws, which is tracked into the house. You know, it's bad news, let alone she could lick her paws. And I'm sure he's not the only one. So please, you guys, if you know anybody who uses Roundup, or if you are somebody who uses Roundup, could you please look into that? You guys, I don't care if we have bugs. Bugs are a good thing. If you know somebody who's using it, it is poisonous. It is killing our environment. Down in Mexico, the Gulf of Mexico, the ozone layer right now is so depleted, it's the size of New Jersey. And they are saying that it is because of all of these chemicals that we are putting into our environment. It is killing the ocean life, the seaweed. If you look this up, I promise you, I am not making this up. There is seaweed that is dead, that has washed up, and it's been there for years now, washed up into the Gulf of Mexico, all because of the chemical runoff from all of our farming and all of the chemicals that we've been using. So please do not use these things. And this relates to the food that we're putting in our body. I am reading, or, you know, I pick up this book every once in a while. I've got so many books, and I just love learning and reminding myself. I reread things to reinforce what I've learned. The chemicals that are put on our food, you guys, are so harmful. So I just want to reiterate to you to please buy organic when you can, and that includes your meat. But most importantly, like your vegetables. And I will put in the group page the list of fruits and vegetables that you should absolutely be buying organic. If you cannot buy everything organic because it is a little more costly, I will list the things that you should absolutely buy organic, because they are the ones that are most, they have the most pesticides. So, and here's a few things that Dr. Hyman, so this book is called What the Heck Should We Eat by Dr. Mark Hyman. He is a medical doctor, but he's also a functional doctor. So he believes in Eastern type medicine, curing and healing with food. You know, he was a unhealthy person, I don't know how long, years and years ago, and he decided to take his health into his own hands, and he figured out how to heal himself. So that's when he got into functional medicine. So here's the thing, foods to avoid, okay? I'm just gonna say this really quick. Foods to avoid: anything with ingredients that are difficult to pronounce, right? Monosodium glutamate, cliodor, blah, 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 blah. That's an example. Anything that didn't exist in your grandmother's day or your great-grandmother. You know, your great-grandmother did not have Fruit Loops. Your great-grandmother did not have Starbucks unicorn coffee drink. You guys, those are fat bombs. Those Starbucks coffees, and I used to drink them. I'm not going to tell you I didn't. But after realizing when they started putting the calories on these drinks, there's 500 calorie coffee drinks. That is a meal. That is, for some of us, that's almost half of our daily calories for the day, right? Don't drink that crap. If you can't understand it, if you can't pronounce the ingredients, don't drink it. And if it's something that your grandmother did not have in her day and time, don't eat it. Anything containing soybean oil. Soybean oil is not great, especially if it's genetically modified. I'll get into that discussion a later time. High fructose corn syrup. Nope, don't have anything with high fructose corn syrup. Avoid. Anything that says hydrogenated. Margarine, perfect example. Anything that's advertised on TV. This is a great message. Anything that's advertised on TV, 150% chance it's no good for you. And his example, which I think is really cute. Have you ever seen a commercial for broccoli or sardines during the Super Bowl? No, it's Taco Bell, it's Doritos, it's not whatever, right? No, so if it's an advertisement, chances are it's not good for you. There are some exceptions, obviously. Anything with a cute name, Fruit Loops, not a good source of fruit. Anything you can buy through the drive-thru. Anything with monosodium glutamate, otherwise known as MSG. Even though the FDA says it's safe to consume, it's an excitotoxin, which is a neurotransmitter that is known to kill brain cells. MSG. Don't eat anything with MSG in it. Stay away from it. Chinese food tends to have MSG. Not good. They even tried to hide its presence, calling it hydrolyzed vegetable protein. So if you see hydrolyzed vegetable protein, that is also MSG. Don't eat it. Don't consume it. Any food in an aerosol can. Hello, Cheese Whiz. Anything with artificial sweeteners. Not good for you. Artificial sweeteners, your body thinks it's a sweetener anyway, so it does no good. Anything with any type of additives, preservatives, or dyes, of which we eat about 2.5 pounds per year. Okay, if you're eating something and it is green, red, purple, blue, and it's not a piece of fruit or a vegetable, chances are it has dye, right? Don't eat it. Any food with more than 5 ingredients on the label, unless they're all things you recognize, such as tomatoes, water, basil, oregano, salt, like, tomato sauce. So just a reminder, and really and truly, oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you about Monsanto. I don't know if you saw in the news, but they were just in court. A couple was suing them because she and her husband both were diagnosed with lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, I believe. And they live in farm country where Roundup is used all the time. Monsanto's the creator. In the courts, they took them to court. They won. Monsanto has to pay them $2 billion. What does that tell you? That tells you that it's a real thing, you guys. It's so bad. It's so poisonous. It's killing our environment. And the only way that we can stop this is if we share this information with other people. If you know people who are using chemicals in their yard, advise them, tell them there are organic other methods. It's really important to stop using these things. Our kids, our great-grandkids, our great-great-grandkids, they're not going to have a freaking chance in hell. So please, please, please pay attention to what you're eating. Pay attention to what you're using in your yard. Use other methods of killing off bugs if they are a problem for you. If they're in your house, there's other ways to get rid of them. Don't use these chemicals in your home or outside your home. All right, you guys. Bye. Peace out. Have a great Friday.